It's working now. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Greens Castle High School Band Spring Concert. You may not recognize me. My name's Angelina Ellsworth, or as they call me, Miss Ellsworth. I am the student teacher for this semester. I'm from Indiana State University, which is over in Terre Haute, just a 40-minute drive. So this is my last year of college, or last semester of college, so I do student teaching. It's been quite an adventure teaching these different groups. I'm helping Miss Munoz with from the 6th grade all the way up to high school, which is behind me, and there's been just a lot of experience and a lot of different things that I didn't have before student teaching. And you'll see I'm going to conduct our first piece called Aces of Air, which is a traditional march, has a lot of traditional march elements. But before that, I do want to say you'll also see me around the stage in other pieces. In Andromeda, I'll be playing some percussion to fill in some roles that we didn't quite have. Some of our students are gone. And I'll also be playing trombone in Avengers with our excellent trombone players. So we'll get started here in a little bit. And with Aces of Air, as I said, traditional march, so it has some of those traditional elements such as the contrasting sections. It has the different melodies going on at the same time, and it also has a trio section. So if you listen for those, some pretty cool stuff. And I hope you enjoy the concert. Thank you for coming out. All right. Now for our next piece, we have a piece called Andromeda, and if you don't know, it's named after a galaxy, Andromeda, that's 2.5 million light years away from Earth. So this piece, you're going to hear a lot of elements like bell tones and certain slurs and areas that make it kind of sound ethereal and space-like, to kind of symbolize that galaxy that we see but can't really reach. So it's going to be kind of a galaxy type song. Anyway, so here is Andromeda. right, so if you look on your program, you'll notice that we actually have a couple special people performing for us tonight. They're within the ensemble, but recently we did solo and ensemble contest, and I know many of you probably know what that is, where students will sign up and this year they had to do it online, but normally they would go to a contest, perform in front of judges, and get ratings based on how well they did. Well, tonight we're gonna have two of those. One's a solo and one's an ensemble. They're gonna perform for us tonight. They both received golds for their ensemble and solo. If we can give them a hand for that. So first we have Rudy Hagen playing his snare solo. It's called Drum Corps on Parade. This solo was supposed to resemble a marching band or a drum cadence as a marching band. So you'll hear some accents that are supposed to sound like the beat that you're marching to. And he has flams and all sorts of weird drum stuff going on through the whole thing. It's pretty crazy. But here is Rudy Hagen.
Okay, trio, you can start setting up, please. I want to recognize every student that volunteered to do solo and ensemble contests this year. We had 21 entries at the high school and 34 entries overall. At the high school, we ended up with, I believe, 17 gold and 4 silvers, if that math is correct, which I think it is. And 9 of our 12 Group 1 entries would have advanced to state. They earned that gold at district, but there was no statewide this year. So I picked just a couple of a solo and an ensemble that were unaccompanied to be part of the concert tonight. We're trying to keep the concert short due to not having long events. That's kind of what we're doing right now. So could I have every student on stage that participated in solo and ensemble contest to please stand? There were 28 total high school students and 53 students grades 6 through 12 that participated. We had an outstanding year and very challenging process of making this happen for the students, as Mrs. Dory nods her head back there. A lot of hours getting things recorded, and somehow it seamlessly got finished. So hoping we don't have to do it that way next year, but I think we're more well equipped on how if we have to. All right, trombones, do you want to tune one time? You want me to bring my tuner over? You good? We tuned earlier. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Ms. Ellsworth, she's going to introduce the trio.
All right, so as you can see, we have our trombonists up here, our only three. We have Ben Huff. Wave at them, Ben. We have Carter Brown and Boyd Inslee. This ensemble received a gold at state as well, as I mentioned before. They're going to play a piece composed by Beethoven called Trio for Trombones. Very nice title, well, fits very well. It was originally composed as a farewell to one of Beethoven's friends who was moving away from Vienna. So you'll hear lots of slurs. It was meant to be a joke, but it's also turned out to be a very lovely melody. So here is the trio. All right, that was awesome. That being my primary instrument makes me pretty proud. Okay, so for our last piece, we're playing what we call the Avengers. How many of us have seen the Avengers? I know where all the cool people in the theater are. All right, so if you've seen the movie, you know this is an awesome piece it's built on drama, it's built on grit, the strength of the heroes, saving the day, okay? So here is Avengers, and thank you all for attending the concert tonight. And I would like to ask everyone to please, on your way out, exit through the purple doors to your right. Okay? Thank you again for coming.